Hello friends of YouTube, this is Lorien, and for those of you who don't know me, I'm an eclectic witch, crystal healer, tarot reader, astrologer, and I also teach meditation on the side too. I'm here with the Capricorn tarot reading forecast for May 2015. I'm having to do this without a video camera, so I apologise it's not me talking to you directly, but hopefully that will be next month. I'm hoping to invest in a nice new camera so I can greet you all personally. With these readings, it's just to pick up on a general theme of what's coming up for you over the 4 weeks of May. If you don't connect with the message, that's fine. You may actually be on a different frequency this month than the next. Vibrational energies change all the time, but you may get a message another month or after a few weeks, who knows. If you do connect with the messages though and would like to know more about what's coming up for you in a personal way, I also do one-to-one readings. I'd love to help anyone who feels like they need some extra guidance, so please check out the ways of getting a reading from me on the links below. So in the meantime, let's get going with the May reading for Capricorn. Okay, so here we have the 4 cards at the top representing about 1 week of energy for May, and then the card at the bottom represents the overall theme. I'm using the Gilded Tarot deck. It's tried and tested, done over about 500 readings with this, so it's getting a bit battered now, but the energies are still wonderful, and they still seem to like what they see here. My first impressions of this reading for you are none too shabby, Capricorn. It looks like a very good overall spread for you. The World card to me represents a learning curve, so in this first week, I feel like it's more even a completion of a learning curve. It also means satisfaction, success, probably coming to a journey's end. There's fulfillment, rewards, positive outcomes, all the things directly associated with the presence of this card. So to start off the month, it's very good. Whatever you've done in April should be giving you a good idea of what you can achieve. And now the wind is in your sails, you should feel ready to push forwards and make the best of what you have. You can come out on top. You can truly get going with what you want. I'm feeling a significant inspiration here, possibly a result of a block being removed, but there's also a sense of resisting the urge to focus so much on it that you may forget other things that you're meant to do, or to pay attention to the things around you that's important. It's that preoccupation with achievement that may cause some aggravation around you. And this is shown here by the 6 of Wands. I do like the 6 of Wands because unlike other cards of conflict which show this as being a prolonged period of or some serious stuff to get through with regards to conflict and people having, jibes at you, this card shows to me there's a back door to this situation, and despite any fire which you may come under in this process, you can use this escape route and it won't bother you. It's again about being victorious. It's not going to be as pressuring as you think or as you anticipate, but it's also about making sure that you're happy with the way you can present your side of the story to some people. People may not appreciate your new enthusiasm. It could get people's backs up. This is more about your work scenario, to be honest. So if you're striving ahead and getting some good things done, some recognition, don't be surprised if somebody comes out of the woodwork to poo-poo your ideas or try and dent that energy you have. Just kind of shrug, smile, and do what you want anyway. I mean, this to me is kind of the Robin Hood card. The sight of him is sort of a bit like Robin Hood in appearance anyway, the hero making a fast getaway and flying off into the night to face another day, it's that sort of thing. And to be honest, I feel like that's the kind of nature you need to have throughout this conflict. It's the kind of, you can do, you can say what you want, you can try and bring me down, but I'm still going to carry on. So in a way it does show defiance against that, but it also shows that whatever you commit to this part of the month, you're likely to find partnerships are needed. And probably with the attention that you may need to spend on them in the 3rd week, they're likely to turn into something promising, something going well for you. The 2 of Cups here balancing things out with your energy. Now the flurry of inspiration has sort of ebbed a bit. It shows to me you're coming a bit more level-headed. This is a good omen for romantic relationships, work relationships, even meeting someone on your same wavelength. If the other two don't apply, it's very much a case of meeting somebody who knows and understands your ideas. It's also about seeking help from others, being supported emotionally too. Nobody can have too much emotional support. Well, they can if they become very emotionally reliant on someone else, but in general, support for your ideas and the kind of need to offload, that is going to be a key thing here. Even if you don't feel like doing it, take time for yourself and trust in someone to unload the concerns or the inspirations you've had. Allow them to get in touch with you and feel like they know you in a way, because you do need that, and they may actually understand more than you think. I just feel like you need to take a chance on somebody, but it will pay off for you. Having this connection could do very good things to your working relationship on a whole as well, because with the Six of Pentacles to close the month, it's often a sign of the turn for the better. And because you are likely to be heading into a positive cycle, you may even have a rise in fortune, something like that, but it's important to remember generosity. So in times like this, when you feel things are going quite well for you, you have a need to share what you gain, even if it's just a bit of knowledge. If you share it, then it will be rewarding for you in ways that I don't see here yet, but it will come to you. It's a case of making sure that if you're blessed with something, you divide it out. So I would equate it to almost winning the lottery. If you did win the lottery, a lot of people would say charity begins at home, but some other people would decide to give it away to charity to help balance the equilibrium. And, unfortunately, big corporations don't do that. But I feel if you have a lot of money, you may feel like it's needed to be shared elsewhere. If you feel like you have a lot of knowledge and you see somebody struggling, you may need to give them the inspiration to help themselves, like what you did. If you see a loved one going through some hard times, or a friend going through some hard times, you may feel the need to give them a trick as to, how to deal with that. So it's all about sharing what you know and making, a sense of sharing yourself. It's about giving a bit of yourself out there as well. And the Temperance card is here underlying the month to remind you not to overdo everything. Take your time. It's great to be enthusiastic. It really is. And a sense of creative energy is something that I love to experience too. But it's also about not letting this get you carried away. It's kind of the case of don't let your imagination run away with you. Run away with your imagination. It's kind of who has the control here. And I feel like don't spend too much time on it before you even have a chance to get it going. Just let it flow naturally. Keep that momentum, but you don't have to slow down, but you just have to focus on other things as well. Because you may also find this is a very spiritual month for you in many ways. Balance is again key here. So through your actions, you'll be able to feel a lot lighter, and a lot like the weight has been lifted off you. I feel like sometimes you feel you may have a lot of responsibility on your shoulders, but it's about sharing that. Divide it up. You don't have to carry it all through alone. And overall, the cards here, the feeling that I'm getting from these cards, there's a lot of emotional energy, a lot of balancing, a lot of yin and yang, and also a real passion when it comes to pushing towards what you want to do for the benefit of not only you, but also those who are around you. And I would love to know how this goes for you as well, Capricorn. Encouraging people to share their journey on here too. So if you go through May and you look back at this reading and you think, oh, actually, this did happen, I'd love to know, because it's always interesting for me as to the power of the cards and how they can actually pick up on exactly what's going to happen for you. So if you want to come back and just tell me or share with everybody, that's great. If you would like me to go more in depth for you personally, just send me a message, get in touch with me on Etsy. I have some readings available there. Or if you want to know what else I can do for you, just give me an email. But in the meantime, do take care, Capricorn. It's really going to be a wonderful, pleasant, not without its difficulties, but is really on the whole going to end on a high for you. And I do look forward to hearing from you soon.